Hey, sup, my clockers? Yeah, it's not offensive because I put an H at the end, so don't. I'll never do it again. Anyway, this is Clockwinder on Clockwork Jalopy. How's it going? Just thought I'd throw down a quick blog. Question today: who would play you in the story of your life? Hollywood decides that it wants to make a flop and do a movie about the Clockwinder or a blockbuster about Vu. Who would play you? Now, with me, I have some opinions. So, of course, like any man, I would naturally say Brad Pitt. And that's because, well, chicks dig the Clockwinder. But reality sets in, and I've never been this man, so I'd like to have somebody like George Clooney play me. A, he's a hell of an actor. B, chicks, most of them still dig him, and, he's a good guy. But you know what? I am who I am. And if we're being realistic about it, I'm hard-pressed to search Hollywood for anyone just as ugly enough to play me. But I eventually did. Not saying that Jonathan Winters is ugly, but just saying out of the myriad of really gorgeous people in Hollywood, the only one I could really find close enough to play the Clockwinder is Jonathan Winters. And hey, it's not like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. I will point out that Jonathan Winters did a guest spot on Scooby-Doo. And that's something, okay? Not anybody can get on Scooby-Doo. The Harlem Globetrotters were on Scooby-Doo. Don Knotts was on Scooby-Doo. So that's saying something. Now, I had a gym teacher who used to say that I looked a lot like Walter Matthau. Sure, yeah, Walter Matthau's a step up from Jonathan Winters, but Walter Matthau, well, to put it bluntly, when he sits around the house, he doesn't sit around the house like the Clockwinder does, and vis-a-vis the girth. Now, there's always Dom DeLuise. Yeah, Dom got to hang out, with Burt Reynolds, who is my spirit guide, and, Dom's a great guy and everything, and he sort of meets the weight requirement to be a Clockwinder. But I just can't hang with the beard the older Dom DeLuise grew, so I'd to stick with Jonathan Winters. After all, how do you trump Scooby-Doo? So in the end of the day, Jonathan Winters plays the Clockwinder. So who would play you in the story of your life? Just go ahead and leave a comment and tell me who's going to be playing you in the story of your life. From Hell's Heart, this is the Clockwinder. I stab at thee. Tonight at 8, Harry catches Horseshack casting death magic on Barbarino on a very special episode of Welcome Back, Potter.